Happy December 31st, last day of 2025. I love fresh starts, but I'm so grateful for the things that I learned this past year. Had a coach last week kind of challenge me to go in a journal and write down 2025 in review. What were the things I learned? What were some wins? What were some struggles? It was very eye opening and a lot of lessons that I definitely learned in 2025. But I love fresh starts. So I challenged everyone this past Monday to think on a word for 2026 that they can kind of anchor themselves to, and it will, hopefully provide daily, weekly, monthly motivation to stay on this path that you want to be on for 2026 as you think about the coming year. So I told you I would share my word for the year, and I want to share what it means to me. And I've put some thought into this, but my word for 2026 is truth. Just simple truth. Um, it's not my goal for the year. Now, obviously, I'm not going to have a goal of fibbing or lying or being dishonest. And it's not that I struggle with being dishonest or fibbing now, but I want truth, as I said a little bit earlier, I want truth to be my anchor for every part of my life. Truth isn't something that we simply agree with. It's something that I need to align with in every area. Right now, one of the things that drives me crazy in our current modern world is I feel like we live in a lot of noise. There's so much spin on everything, and truth really has been perverted in so many different ways to make it my truth or your truth. I don't think there is such a thing as my truth or your truth. Truth is truth. It's black and white. And, this is something I feel like I need to identify in every part of my life. So it's something I'm very convicted about right now. And I want to stop managing just how I perceive things and begin walking in complete reality in all parts of my life. Truth simplifies, really simplifies things. It doesn't complicate things. So as I think about this, number one, like truth in my faith, um, Jesus never said, I teach the truth. He actually said, I am the truth. So truth just isn't information. To me, in my faith, it's being in complete alignment with the person of Jesus Christ. So that means being honest in my prayer. Jesus already knows how I feel anyhow. So go ahead and be honest. Choose confection before correction, and choose light in all of it. Light will shine through darkness anytime. So one of the things that I'm really convicted to right now in my faith is how many people that do say they believe in Christianity and the same thing I do, that will just pick up parts of scripture that they feel good about and they'll identify with us, but ignore the rest. I want it all to be me. I want every part of my life to resemble what is in the word. So, whatever is in the word, I want to make sure that's what I'm in alignment with. And I feel like I will find truth in my faith, truth in my personal life. What does that mean? To me, that means I think asking harder questions of myself. It's, you know, what parts of my life am I avoiding clarity? In? So it's being truth, choosing truth over being comfortable. It's truth over excuses. It's truth as freedom, not shame. I believe, or there's a quote I read recently that says, growth starts where deception ends. So can't lie to ourselves any longer. And I think we as humans have a really, uh, we do that a lot to ourselves, right? Truth in my work. So, what does that mean? I don't have a habit of being dishonest with my clients. So, that's not what I mean. But truth in how I spend my time at work and identifying things that are time wasters, things that I shouldn't be doing, It's making sure that if I set a goal to call X number of people a week, I'm actually being truthful with myself and knowing what my real numbers are and what my real metrics are. So I think, a lot of times salespeople think they do more than what they actually do. It's kind of like most people think they eat better than they actually eat until we start tracking it and seeing what's doing. That's the truth I'm talking about. I want to know what real really looks like in my life. So, some questions I'm carrying with me as this new year unfolds. Number one, what is true right now? What is true in this present moment? Another question, what would obedience to that truth look like right now? Even when it's uncomfortable, and even when it may cost something of my comfort, or me changing directions and doing something uncomfortable. Truth isn't loud. Truth isn't trendy. Truth is simply steady. So in 2026, I want to choose to walk in the light, even when it exposes things, because that's where freedom really is. Um, that's my word. So I would love to hear what your word for 2026 is too. And just see how I can help keep you motivated, keep you accountable, and please feel free to hold me accountable with my word, truth. I think 2026 is going to be a phenomenal year. I'm super excited about it and look forward to taking the journey with you. Thank you for being in my life. Hope you have a great rest of the year. Talk to you next year. See ya. Bye.